सफीर पाकिस्तान आपके जज्बों का तर्जुमान। वतन से दूर, वतन की आवाज और आपकी पहचान, सफीर पाकिस्तान।
Provide $1.5 billion a year in economic
let us
aid
build
to
relationships
Pakistan.
around cultural exchange.
I've watched as you have been an important
Pakistan has a future to play in the whole world.
आपके कारनामों, आपकी कामयाबियों, एहसासात, ख्यालत पर मबनी प्रोग्राम सफीर पाकिस्तान।
Paul, I'm very proud to be a Pakistani. I'm proud of my country.
समाजी, सहाफती, इस्लामी और सियासी राब्तों का एक नाम सफीर पाकिस्तान।
Waqar Ali Khan Lifetime Achievement Award for his services.
I want to recognize Safir Pakistan, Mr. Waqar Khan.
Mr. Waqar Khan, if there's anybody who should be nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, it's him.
हर जगह, हर पल आपका अपना सफीर पाकिस्तान नजर आता है।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन, आपके मेज़बान वक़ार अली खान प्रोग्राम सफीर पाकिस्तान के साथ हाज़िर खिदमत है। कहिए कैसे मिजाज है? सफीर पाकिस्तान, आपकी आवाज़ और आपकी पहचान, आपके जज्बात और एहसास का तर्जुमान सफीर पाकिस्तान। नाज़रीन, मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप सफीर पाकिस्तान के प्रोग्राम्स को एंजॉय कर रहे होंगे और आपकी मालूमात में इजाफा हो रहा होगा और नई मुलाकातें हो रही होंगी आपकी लोगों से सफीर पाकिस्तान के जरिए। और यही मेरा जो है मिशन है कि आप लोगों से मिलें और देखें कि दूसरे शहरों में क्या कुछ हो रहा है। नाज़रीन, सफीर पाकिस्तान ने एक लंबा सफर तय किया दुबई का। फुजैरा में एक कॉन्फ्रेंस थी, इकोनॉमिक फोरम कॉन्फ्रेंस, जिसमें अमेरिकन पाकिस्तानी सीईओ फोरम को बाकायदा इन्वाइट किया गया था ताकि वहाँ हमारे स्पीकर जाएं और इन्वेस्टमेंट के बारे में, अपॉर्चुनिटीज के बारे में बताएं कि फुजैरा को किस तरह तरक्की के राह पे गामजन किया जा सकता है। तो उसमें हमें बड़ी कामयाबी रही और वहाँ पे एक अवार्ड भी दिया गया क्राउन प्रिंस ने, जो मैंने रिसीव किया। माशाल्लाह, मैं बड़ा खुश हूँ इस सिलसिले में। नाज़रीन, आज के प्रोग्राम में बहुत कुछ शामिल है। एक मुलाकात शामिल हमने की है जनाब सैयद कैसर मदाद से। ही वॉज वन ऑफ द स्पीकर इन फुजैरा और उन्होंने इंटरव्यू दिया है जो कॉर्डिंगटन को, जो एक मशहूर जर्नलिस्ट है और काफ़ी रिनाउंड पर्सनालिटी हैं वो अपनी फील्ड के अंदर, ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री के अंदर। और उनके शौहर हैं माशाल्लाह, वो क्लासिक कार बनाने के नंबर 1 शख्सियत रहे हैं दुनिया में, जो अभी दुनिया में नहीं है। जो कॉर्डिंगटन ने एक एक्सक्लूसिव इंटरव्यू कंडक्ट किया था सीओ पोस्ट मैगजीन के लिए, जो एक नया मैगजीन लॉन्च हुआ है अमेरिका में। और ये मैगजीन जो है मेन स्ट्रीम के लिए है। ये मैगजीन अमेरिकन मैगजीन है टोटली, और इसका जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, फिलॉसफी है, टू एजुकेट अमेरिकन अबाउट द साउथ एशियन एंड पाकिस्तानी अमेरिकन CEOs what they are doing it. It's total American magazine, it's total training and educational magazine for the CEOs and business leaders. तो इस सिलसिले में जो कॉर्डिनेटर ने ये इंटरव्यू कंडक्ट किया जनाब सैयद कैसर मदाद साहब से उनकी रिहाइशगाह पे। तो नाज़रीन, आइए देखते हैं ये एक्सक्लूसिव मुलाकात जनाब सैयद कैसर मदाद साहब के साथ। मुलाहिजा फरमाएं। नाज़रीन, इससे पहले कि मैं आपकी मुलाकात कराऊं जनाब सैयद कैसर मदाद साहब से, आइए देखते हैं आज के प्रोग्राम की झलकियां और हाईलाइट्स।
Hi, we're here today with Syed, Qaisar, Madad for his Man of the Year for CEO Post Magazine. I'd like to thank you for having me in your home and allowing me to interview you. It's pretty exciting for the magazine and for all of the viewers. I have a few questions that I would like to talk to you about. And one, I would like to ask you about your education.
I hold two masters, masters in mechanical engineering and masters in operations research, both from Polytechnic University from New York. And I got my basic engineering education, the bachelor degree, from West Pakistan Engineering University, Lahore, Pakistan.
When did you come from Pakistan to America?
1972 to do my master's.
Was that your main reason for coming to America, was to just receive your master's degree?
That is correct, yes.
And why did you pick America over any of the other European or Asian countries?
America, an American university system and the education and research, it was at the time the leading educational institutions all in the United States, and even to this date, at the higher level, the graduate and the doctoral level, American universities still are the leaders, so the best there is in the world. So that's why I came.
I see. And then what made you decide to stay?
Basically, the opportunities that I saw, the system of government, the freedom to do anything, express yourself, freedom of movement, and that the opportunity that you can be you can be nobody, but you can become somebody in this country. They call it American Dream, and I didn't know that, what American Dream was, but I thought this country was very unique in that respect. The opportunities that no other countries, including the country I was coming from, offered what this was offering. So I like the whole situation, the system of government, and how the society interacted, people interacted, the role the business played, how the freedom of movement of people, freedom of expression of people. So
do you think it's changed?
Yes, it has.
For the better or for the worse?
I think America is becoming more and more inward-looking, closed country. Sometimes the strength of its institutions, the universities, strength of its, I think the belief of the society, I think they probably are wavering on their resolve or commitment, This is a dreamland for probably the rest of the world, not just for America. And they're changing that dream for Americans and also for the rest of the world. One of the big changes that I have seen, in the 30-some years, almost 30 years, 38 years, or 39 years that I have been here, is there was much more freedom to move in this country, to come in and go out. And I remember as a student, we went to Niagara Falls, and we were visiting one of our classmate who was going to university and doing masters in chemical engineering there. And we decided that we're going to go and see the falls, and then someone said that, Canadian side is a better view than, So we didn't have passport because we had no plans to go to Canada. Just on the basis of my student ID, I was a visitor as a student at that time, and driver licenses, we crossed over into the United States. You can't do that anymore.
No.
And even, Americans can't do it anymore. I was just, at that time, a visitor as a student. And I re-entered with no problem. Now, even ordinary Americans, when you re-enter your country, or you want to leave your country to go abroad for vacation or anything, you go through a lot of security and all.
Do you think that's from 9/11?
I think so. It probably is from 9/11, but I think it's the policies are being made here without thinking that who ultimately will be on the receiving end. The public, the Americans, in general, shouldn't have to go through all. You don't have to put all public through this. No country does that to their own citizens, or even foreigners, who are coming. You don't need to photograph or fingerprint, because normally it is done for suspicious people.
Correct.
Not for, it is not a very dignified, respectful entry for foreigners. So yes, we have changed, and there are some other, other things. But mind you, with all the changes are happening elsewhere also. This still is the best place. This still is the best system. This still is the best country to live anywhere.
How do you feel about President Barack Obama?
I think very impressive, articulate young man. When you meet him, and I have met him also, a couple of years ago in person. Very, very impressive. He is a very good listener. This is one of the things that I noticed about him. Not just that he's very articulate and a very good communicator. I think he has been trying to improve the image and relations of the United States with the rest of the world. He is I think has been a good choice. This is the way I think, for the time that we are going through.
So do you think the policies and everything that everyone seems to be blaming the president currently for different things, the environment, the economic environment, everything that's going on in the United States, do you think that that is maybe misguided towards the president?
Certainly it is, because he is not the one responsible for what America is going through. He basically inherited. And since he came, he actually has stabilized the country, because the Wall Street and the banking system was in crisis at the time I came. The whole entire global system seems like it's going to break down. And it is his leadership and those working with him, especially our current chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank, Bernanke. I think the two individuals who really has helped stabilize the situation, not just for America, but also the rest of the
Now, you're involved pretty heavily in the stock market and with trading, and you've done rather well from what I understand.
Yes, and I think what I was going through probably is the story of every American who have an IRA or a pension plan. I think the market and how the investment banking and all these security firms, how they manage your portfolios and your retirement accounts. I don't think public has any clue that the way system has been working, it only benefits Wall Street first, and whatever is left go to your own individual retirement plans. You hear a lot about how investing in the market can make you very, very rich or wealthy, but only if it is managed properly.
What kind of philosophies do you use in your trading?
It's a very conservative philosophy, and my first and foremost priority is the preservation of capital. And it's not just words, I mean it. Mm-hmm. And I don't go margin investing. I don't do mm-hmm. that. I think it's very, very risky. And I only use a very small portion of the capital that I invest during the day. And I do not believe in long-term investing because no one has the crystal ball that how tomorrow will be. I more believe that today's age and all the information that is available, actually it is the short-term investing that you benefit the most. You don't have to wait and stay in the market for market to take away the profit that you have made if there is a downturn or the economy goes bad. Short-term, yes, in my, to me, it is a day or a week or at most a month.
Is there one sector that's been better to you than another? Are you into metals, currency, or do you just mostly trade on the stock market?
No, I basically, when my day starts, I look at how the flow of money is, mm-hmm. which sectors are advancing, and which sectors are going down. Money is coming out. And this information is available to general public on the internet. Mm-hmm. And on that basis, then I direct my own investments. And I have a research team, a staff of 8 analysts currently, who research the entire market sector by sector. Each one looks at a different sector. The work doesn't overlap. I have primarily been concentrating up until now primarily in the dominant large companies. I mm-hmm. don't invest in penny stocks. I don't believe it's very risky. I have been recently experimenting and studying small and mid-cap. This is because of the in-house computer software model that we have developed. You know, my analysts have developed. One of them is has a software engineering background.
Beautiful.
That has been identifying that you can actually maximize or optimize the return that we have had to date. Our worst return has been, I think, 23%.
Do you ever look at the cash going in and out of the market, such as like market timers?
I only look at sectors. I don't, because I feel that that is basically gives the picture, the overall picture.
How do you feel about hedge funds?
We are starting 2 hedge funds. We are in the process of, actually in the final stages of launching them. One will be in the for the pension plans, and the second one will be the general investments in, or saving accounts or institutional accounts. Once again, this is why I'm doing it is not so much of my own preferences, because of the pool participant that I have. They have basically been asking that what you have been able to do for our investment account, why cannot you handle the pension account? So on their insistence, and I'm looking into that.
May I ask how many people you have in your investment group?
It's basically friends and family. I believe we have currently about 90. It's a completely free service that I provide. Don't solicit. I have not solicited any one of them. They basically all have come to me. I don't charge them a fee, and there is no expense for them. They knew that family and the close friends knew when I started managing my own pension that what has happened and why I was doing it. And then they learned about the success that I had. Then they insisted if I could do the same, manage their accounts. Initially I was reluctant because it is a risky thing and it's a responsibility. And then I agreed with the only under one condition, that I will not charge anything, and I will not no expense for them, because I have all the staff. It's just a free service. If that is the an acceptable condition, you're most welcome.
That is really giving back. It's giving back to your family, your friends, your relatives. You also give back to others in the community. Do you have a favorite charity, or what do you like to support?
I think it's something that comes from parents and upbringing, that I guess I have been very fortunate, had such, had parents that really emphasize that if you in your life are able, then do think about it, because this is the best that you can do. It's not what you do for yourself, it's what you can do for others. And I don't have any favorite charity. Our emphasis, both myself and my wife Meher, is education.
Okay.
And but we also are supporting causes that are empowerment of the community, giving them skills so that they can become productive, self-sufficient, healthcare, all kinds of different causes. Locally, we support here about every year about 25 to 30 charities in the United States.
That's marvelous.
And those charities are, it can be, Paralyzed Veterans of America or these charities that are Los Angeles Mission. We have a free clinic that runs in West Los Angeles that we have been supporting from the day one that it was with the consultation with doctors and medicines and examinations is all free. We have been supporting some of the projects that are we funded UCLA breast cancer research project 1 year. We have recently been one of the major contributors for interfaith studies that UCLA is doing. It's sponsored and supported by three major religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. We were approached, and we are doing the same thing on the East Coast with the Washington American University. We are supporting a similar program. We have been also supporting both charities run by Indians and Pakistani ladies for domestic violence. There's the Indian charity is called Sahara. We have been one of their main supporters, and also NISWA. We have done similar American Cancer Society 1 year. We funded them. We did a major fundraiser for them. So all kinds of causes here and also abroad.
It's really wonderful. It's too bad more people don't give back. It's wonderful. If you had one suggestion that you could suggest to your readers and your audience and people that just love to follow you and all of your movements, what would you suggest to them as far as the market and the economy right now?
I think spend time in managing your own money. You cannot leave that task to others and not have time yourself.
Okay.
That what is going on with your savings and retirement accounts. That that will become useful and will be your source of income and living when you retire, and it could be 20-25 years of your life. You just cannot have others manage it for you.
What do you think of, like, currently, Wisconsin's having just incredible issues, and all sorts of states here in America are having the same issues. Do you believe that some of our social incomes that the government is supporting right now will not be in existence any longer, such as like Social Security and things like that?
I think in the way we have been managing our I guess the way we have been managing our economies, whether it is at the state level or at the country level, and in general, that also goes toward some of the policy and the path we have been going. I see, I see in general something gone wrong.
Okay.
How our politicians, those we have given responsibility to govern and guide this country or our state, has done. There is no concept of balancing of budgets. The federal government spends more than what it takes, and the two parties that basically run the system of Congress and Senate, they populate, and your president is also either one party or the other. They have such opposite views, and whether it is looking at America inward, for the life of a common, as it relates to the common American, general public, or whether it relates to our relation with the rest of the world, the foreign policy. We just seems to be going in a wrong direction. It is. I think every the 30 some years that I have been here, I see America seems to be the policies that are taking us in the direction of the countries or this kind of systems where I came and I left that. This attracted it, but now we are doing things that those countries have been doing. And one example, other than the budgets, the example is education, for example. The university or college education, you have made it so expensive that an ordinary American cannot afford. Your household income is about $50,000-$60,000 per year, and that is what costs for a child to go, a young man to go through 1 year of college. So how an average American will take their children through university education? And as other nations develop, other economies develop, and if our younger generations and our young people cannot have university education because their parents don't have enough income, or they have to have student loans, and then by the time they're finished, they are $250,000 or $500,000 in debt.
Exactly.
It's the wrong direction we are going. And so...
What do you think, as an American, you and myself sitting here, what do you think we can do to help change those policies?
I think one of the things that we have to realize that there has to be balance of thinking between what two parties think about how the country should be managed. One party believes in less government and less taxation, but less government brings in the problem with not being able to regulate and watch over things, you know. Like, for example, the banking crisis that we went through. You have to have the government protecting the interests of the people and be able to watch and to have enough staff. You know, rules and regulations are there, but to have staff and departments and agencies properly funded. Now, for that you need a tax base, so you just cannot expect to keep lowering your tax base and expect and keep increasing your expenses and expect that everything will be fine. So we really have to think of all this together, you know, with the entitlements that we have, the tax base that we have. I think something needs to be done here so that the books are brought in balance.
What is your view of the economy?
I think it is on the right path.
You think the economy is coming back up?
Yes, it is coming back up. It is coming slowly, but I think American economy probably is going to be the best economy, and America will be the best place to invest this year.
Now, with your hedge funds, just backing up a little bit, are you going to invite the public, or are you just doing the hedge funds for your friends and family and the current pool that you have right now?
Initially for the current pool, but yes, it will be open to the general public, yes. Eventually it will be open to the
Okay. How did you take your portfolio after losing 55% in your portfolio and the amount of money that you had then? Would you say you started with, what figure would you say you started with?
The figure that I started with when I was, you know, whatever was left in our pension accounts, but the pool, investment pool that I currently operate, I was reluctant to do it because of I felt that if Merrill Lynch couldn't do it, and they were one of the biggest investment banks, and they had the best talent. If they couldn't do it, it would be difficult for me to handle others, people's money. But as I did it, you know, I felt quite confident that, you know, with the proper research, proper strategy, and a very conservative investment philosophy, actually every individual and a common man can do it, is what I did. The results may not be the same because I guess I was helped by my engineering background, because I can analyze, I can read charts. We started with $100,000 in the pool in November 2005, and as of December last year, 2010, we had over $75 million.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great.
And most of it is profit. In fact, close to 39 out of this 75 million is profit.
Pleasure meeting you. Pleasure talking to you.
नाज़रीन, तो अब वक्त है आपके मशहूर सेगमेंट प्रोग्राम लोकल ग्लोबल। नाज़रीन, लोकल ग्लोबल में बहुत सी चीज़ें शामिल करते हैं हम, लेकिन आज एक बड़ा सेगमेंट हमने शामिल किया है यहाँ पे एक इवेंट हुई थी जो कि जिसमें शकील सिद्दीकी और जहाज़ेब आए थे और बहुत ही खूबसूरत ये प्रोग्राम था। ये कम्युनिटी का प्रोग्राम था जिसको JFK उसके ग्रैंड स्पॉन्सर थे और सफीर पाकिस्तान उसके मीडिया पार्टनर था। और ये मरहबा चाइनीज़ पैलेस रेस्टोरेंट जो है उन्होंने ऑर्गेनाइज किया था इसको, और बहुत ही शानदार तरीके से हेरिटेज सेंटर में इसको ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया और इस मौके में मुख्तलिफ लोगों को अवार्ड से भी नवाजा गया। और ये अवार्ड्स में स्पॉन्सर किया था ऑफकोर्स JFK रियल्टी ने। JFK रियल्टी को कौन नहीं जानता है, जनाब जमाल ख्वाजा जो प्रेसिडेंट भी है कौंसिल ऑफ पाकिस्तान अमेरिकन चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स के और बहुत ही एक्टिव पर्सनालिटी हैं कम्युनिटी की, आगे बढ़ चढ़ के हिस्से लेते हैं, हर किस्म की तकरीब में उसको सपोर्ट भी करते हैं। तो नाज़रीन आइए देखते हैं आज का ये भरपूर प्रोग्राम। मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये फन फिल प्रोग्राम है, इसमें एंटरटेनमेंट भी है, कॉमेडी भी है, अवार्ड भी हैं, बहुत कुछ है। मुलाहिजा फरमाइए ये रिपोर्ट।
नाज़रीन, ये प्रोग्राम आपके लिए लाए हैं मरहबा चाइनीज़ पैलेस रेस्टोरेंट, एक नाम जायकों का, बहुत ही खूबसूरत, बहुत ही अच्छा एम्बियाज है, बहुत ही अच्छी डेकोरेशन है। पाकिस्तानी चाइनीज़ खानों का ये मरकज़ है। आप तमाम लोगों को दरख्वास्त है कि इस रेस्टोरेंट को सपोर्ट करें, अपने बिजनेस को ज़रूर सपोर्ट करें ताकि वो कामयाबी से हमकिनार हों। दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द ओनली ऑर्गेनाइजेशन JFK रियल्टी। आपके अपने लोग, अपनी ज़बान, कोई मसला नहीं है उनसे बात करने का। इंशाल्लाह वो भी आज यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं। इसके अलावा आपको पता है कि सफीर पाकिस्तान जियो TV इज़ ए मीडिया पार्टनर, मास्टर मीडिया पार्टनर। इसके अलावा पाकिस्तान लिंक, उर्दू टाइम्स, पाकिस्तान न्यूज़, देसी बीट, ये सब लोग शामिल हैं। और इसके पस पर्दा जो लोग हैं जिसमें हमारी आबिदा बाजी और फातिमा खान आगे हैं शो को प्रमोट करने के लिए। मुझे उम्मीद है कि इनकी मेहनत आज जाएगा नहीं जाएगी। और होता ही है कि बड़े दिनों बाद ये कोई शो आया है और आज जो शो में जो सबसे बेहतरीन फनकार हैं, एक बहुत ही अच्छा नाम है, आपने कई ड्रामों में उनकी म्यूज़िक सुनी होगी, जहाज़ेब की। जहाज़ेब भी आज हमारी टीम में शामिल हैं। अब जो मैं आर्टिस्ट को बुला रहा हूँ वो एक बहुत ही मंजीवी फनकारा है, उसका नाम है दीपाली।
ना को कैसे बोलते हैं, ऐसे। तो ये ज़ुबान की सिर्फ फ़र्क है। अब वहाँ रहा 2 दिन तो तबीयत ख़राब हो गई, मैंने बोला यार तबीयत मौसम चेंज हुआ शायद इसलिए बुखार वखार हो गया, डॉक्टर के पास चला गया। मैं कहा डॉक्टर साहब तबीयत ठीक नहीं है। डॉक्टर साहब कहने ये दो टैबलेट लो, ये खा के शांति के साथ सो जाना। मैं समझा कोई नई ट्रीटमेंट निकली यहाँ पे शायद, ये तो बहुत अच्छी भी इलाज है। तो बाद में किसी ने बताया शांति आराम को कहते हैं, मुझे बिल्कुल ही आराम आ गया। फिर
यार रास्ता बोल, काला काला ना कर, यहाँ का प्रेसिडेंट भी काला है।
वो थोड़ा सा ऑफ वाइट हो गया है वो अब।
इतना जाहिल आदमी मुर्गी को गर्म पानी पिला रहा, मैं क्या कर रहा है, कह रहा चुप कर जा, उबले अंडे देगी।
ट्रेन में बैठा हुआ, ट्रेन जा रही है, डब्बे से मुंह निकाल के पिछले डब्बे वालों से कह रहा हमसे आगे निकल के दिखाओ। सर थैंक यू। मैं चाहूँगा कि आप अपने उस जो आपका पूरा है जो JFK और उसके अलावा और दूसरे जो काम है उसके बारे में हमारे लोगों को बताइए, उन तक आपकी ब्रीफिंग जानी बहुत ज़रूरी है।
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मैं JFK रियल्टी में काम करता हूँ और बहुत सारे दोस्त हैं यहाँ बैठे हैं, उनके बहुत कहने के ऊपर हमने हर शहर में दफ्तर खोलने का इरादा किया है। रिसेंटली हमने आर्टिशिया के अंदर दफ्तर खोला है, करोना में दफ्तर खोला है, बेकर्सफील्ड में दफ्तर खोला है। अगर आप लोगों को किसी किस्म की ज़रूरत है रियल स्टेट की, कमर्शियल, रेसिडेंशियल, शॉर्ट सेल, क्रेडिट रिपेयर कराना है, प्लीज़ हमारे को फ़ोन करें, पूछें हमसे। इफ़ एनी विच वे वी कैन हेल्प यू, विल लव टू डू दैट। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
अहमद आ चुके हैं और मैं चाहूँगा कि अहमद के लिए बहुत सारी तालीम दो। फिर
दिल मेरा तेरे नाल लगदा है, तू मेरी अखियां विच वसदा है। दिल मेरा तेरे नाल लगदा है, तू मेरी अखियां विच वसदा है। मैं हूँ तेरा, तू है मेरी, करना तू इंतजार इंतजार इंतजार, करना तू इंतजार, हो इंतजार। दिल मेरा तेरे नाल लगदा है, तू मेरी अखियां विच वसदा है। मैं हूँ तेरा, तू है मेरी, करना तू इंतजार 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 इंतजार, हो इंतजार।
हर जगह हर पल आपका अपना सफीर पाकिस्तान नजर आता है।
नाज़रीन, तो आप देख रहे थे अपना पसंदीदा प्रोग्राम सफीर पाकिस्तान। मुझे उम्मीद है कि आपको पसंद आया होगा। और हाँ, सफीर पाकिस्तान की अवार्ड नाइट्स 18 जून को होना करार पाई है। 18 जून लिख लें आज ही, कहीं कोने पे, कैलेंडर पे, फ्रिज पे, कहीं पे भूलिए नहीं। 18 जून लॉन्ग बीच रेनेसांस होटल में निहायत ही खूबसूरत अंदाज में इस बार दुनिया भर से लोग आ रहे हैं पार्टिसिपेट करने, और पूरे अमेरिका में जो है इसका चर्चा है और मुख्तलिफ स्टेट से लोग आ रहे हैं जिनको हम अवार्ड्स वगैरह दे रहे हैं। और अवार्ड्स की नॉमिनेशन लोग कर रहे हैं, सफीर पाकिस्तान अवार्ड नहीं दे रहा है। ये नॉमिनेशन आपकी जानिब से आ रही है और आप जब नॉमिनेट करेंगे उसको इसका बोर्ड उसको सिलेक्ट करेगा और जो बोर्ड में सिलेक्ट होगा उसको अवार्ड दिया जाएगा। अगर आप समझते हैं कि आपके शहर, आपकी स्टेट, आपके गांव, विलेज में कोई ऐसा शख्स है जो इस काबिल है कि वो सफीर पाकिस्तान जियो का जो फेमस प्रोग्राम है उसका मुस्तहक हो सके, आप हमसे आज ही रब्ता कायम करें। हमारी ईमेल, हमारा फ़ोन नंबर आप देख रहे हैं। नाज़रीन, इसके साथ ही आपका मेज़बान वकील खान आपसे जा जाएगा। अल्लाह हाफिज़। पाकिस्तान पाइंदाबाद।